Hey, loves. Welcome back to Service with Love. Hope you guys are having a great week. It is officially Thursday, and I have a very special guest with me today, my best friend, Brooklyn. Brooklyn, you want to introduce yourself?
Hi, I'm Brooklyn.
So she's clearly so humble, but Brooklyn has been my friend for 13 years. It's about to be 14. It's crazy.
Yeah.
She is not only a great friend to me, she is a great mother of a 4-year-old. And not only that, but she's also a business owner to Point A Boutique. So I'll leave all her information below so you guys can check out her shop. I'm wearing her sweater and she's wearing her outfit.
Thank you. Thank you for supporting me always.
Always. That's what friends are for.
Yeah. Yeah. You definitely, I think you bought like the first, the first drop that I bought. I think you bought it like ASAP.
Listen, you should always be, and that's one thing that I always tell people, always support people. Yeah. Not only because they're your friend, but like at the end of the day, we came from the same environment, and it's about supporting one another.
Exactly. And we're from the same community. Why not, like support each other?
Yep.
And make our community and us strive,
Absolutely. So guys, today I brought on Brooklyn, not only because she's my best friend, but we are going to be talking about a wonderful topic that I think you guys will enjoy. I'm going to call it Stop Watering the Dead Flowers. And what it is, we're going to be talking about relationships, friendships, family, everything all in all in relationships, and whether or not you should leave that relationship behind, how it's going to benefit you, and all that good stuff. So I think we should just get right into it.
Let's go. Excited.
So like I stated before, we've been friends for 13 years. Long time, literally. And we also are part of like another, like there's 3 of us?
Yeah.
So there's 3 other of us. So shout out to Ceci, Julie, and Natalis. Hopefully you guys better be listening or at least tuning in on YouTube.
Better.
Literally. And I think we all serve each other differently. Like, would you say that?
Yeah, we're all different. Like, we all have different personalities, backgrounds. Even though we have 2 siblings, they're even very different from each other.
Absolutely.
It's we all treat each other differently too.
Yeah.
But then the same.
Mm-hmm. And I think that we all feed back on each other for different things. Yeah. So like Natalie, she's more of like the humble one. She's more of like, I would not call her the middleman, but she's like, I don't want us to fight.
She doesn't pick sides at all. And that, I think that's me and Natalie. I think that's the only thing we ever had like a disagreement on. I'm like, dude, no, they're wrong. And then she's like, no, I can't.
Literally.
I'm like, can you like stop being so damn nice? Because she is very
She's the nice one. She's the nice one.
She will see the good in people, like no matter what. And I'm like, no.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
But I think that we all kind of have that trait too. Which is why I feel like, and I'm sure others have struggled with that too, but you tend to see the good in people. You want to see the good in people.
Well, of course, because you don't want to be like let down. You know what I'm saying? A lot of people don't want to be let down. Sometimes I have a problem with that, I think, in the group a lot. Yeah. I'm the more like standoffish one, do you think?
I don't think so. I think you're more of like the, what's that? Well, for one, you're definitely the mothery one. And you're very, like, I guess sentimental, but, like, in your own way.
Yeah, because I feel like, dude, you know me better.
Yeah.
Yeah,
so Brooklyn is the friend that, like, I know I'm going to say no to something, but you better still invite me. Kind of
yes.
thing. Yes.
I better get invited. I don't care. I don't care if I'm not, like, going. Like, at least just give me that consideration. Like, hey, we know you might be busy with Kingy because that's usually my excuse. Or Marcus. But, usually that mommy life is an excuse. And it gets hard sometimes. But, I want to be invited because maybe what if I could have said yes and then I wasn't invited and then I feel like left out.
Absolutely. I think we all learned that about you. And I think anyone in general, you want to be invited. Yeah. Even though, like I'm sure everyone's seen on, like, those memes on Instagram, like, I was never gonna consider it, but you better at least tell me so I can still reject you, kind of thing. And I laugh at that all the time because I'm like, yo, that's B, that's B.
Like, especially when I was pregnant, I was super sentimental with them, and you guys would like be like, no, but you can't go. That's why we didn't like invite you. And I'm like, do you guys have a separate group chat? Where are you guys talking at? Because you're not talking to me, you know? And then you're like, no, you're crazy. I'm like, nope, I know it's true. Don't try to play me.
Yo, for real. I mean, but I think that's just your hormones that was like taking over you.
Definitely. Super hormonal.
So, what would you say was a contribute to having our friendship last as long as it does and continuing on?
I'd say, you know, just having the trust. And like a relationship, when a relationship is long, and I mean, it's not bad neither, because yeah, there's relationships that are long and they're toxic, but if that is a relationship that's good and it does feed your soul and your mind and your heart, and you know, you guys build together, then that's something to look forward to in like friendships, any kind of relationships, really, you know?
Absolutely.
It just helps you be a better person as well, because you're not only stuck on, oh, this person's gonna leave, or this person's talking about me, or whatever the relationship may be about.
Yeah.
But it's I take away from our friendship that,
yeah, just bring it a little. Sorry.
Sorry. No, it's okay. I take away from our friendship that, you know, I can trust you guys, definitely.
Yeah. I think that's great. I think another big thing is that we treat each other as more like sisters, and I think every relationship, whether like you're really close to your friends or not, you're gonna bicker, and that's normal. And you also have to be upfront with your friends. If you don't agree with them or what they're doing in life, it's okay to be like, hey, like, listen, like, I don't know, for example, like, let's say I went off on someone and you were like, you know what, you probably shouldn't have went off on that person. Yeah. And you knew you were wrong. And then, like, as a friend, you have to be open-minded and be like, you know what, I understand where you're coming from. I understand the criticism, and I thank you. And that's why I value our friendship, because we're not afraid to tell each other when we're being assholes.
Yeah, I think we've all had that one time or a few times where we're like, all right, we understand the reason why you did what you did, but listen to what I saw from the outside. Yeah. It's kind of like what I feel.
No, happens. I think that's a big contribute to our friendships. Yeah. Being okay, not being scared to tell you when you're wrong.
And that's like where the trust comes in too, because I'd rather you tell me than, like, let's say go to someone else and tell someone else that's not our friend. Yeah. And then they're like, wait, you know, then that's how like gossip starts and stuff. And we never had that within our group, because we're telling each other what it is, and we're not spreading our business to anyone else. Yep. You know what I mean? Like, it's strictly for us.
Absolutely. And nobody knows what goes on in our friend group. Even when we're arguing, like, tomorrow I could see like someone going off on B, and I'll be like, well, I don't care if I'm mad at her today, I'm gonna go off on them, and then we can handle it, you know? So I feel like friendships, especially friendships like ours for so long, I know your family, you know my family, everyone knows each other's family. We're family at that point.
Well, yeah, because at one point, you know, like me, I have a child now. So, yeah, you come around my child, your family. You know what I mean? Like, I take that, my child, if anyone knows, I take him very seriously. So, my friends, whoever goes around him, I need to know you're going to be in my life and okay to be in my son's life.
Absolutely. You know? Yep. So, if you guys were thinking that we have some type of secret as far as keeping our friendships as long as we do, there's not really a secret. Just be real. Just be you and be loyal. And that's pretty much it.
That's it.
No drama.
No drama. Sometimes there is drama, but you know, communication. Yeah. And like that's for every relationship, I think. Like, the more you communicate, the better things get. There's times where you need a breather and you guys can communicate at that moment, but that's better than to say something you're gonna regret and later on talk about it or cry about it or eat about it.
Definitely.
We've done that a few times.
Yeah, we've made some tacos and
we've done a lot of eating about it.
So now that we've talked about the positives in friendship, we're gonna hit on some of the negatives. And I think one of the biggest negatives is having friendships that no longer serve you a purpose. What's your intake on that?
I don't have those.
You don't have those.
No.
Well, we don't. We both don't have those anymore. I think we cut people off for that reason.
Yeah, because you have to after a while, like. And if you think about it, me and Desiree met each other in middle school. You know how many friends we went through since middle school? I mean, I've had a lot of, I guess, like best friends, or you want to say best friends, right?
Yeah,
like
I mean,
little
at the
friends.
time, little baby
friends. Yeah, like little drama. That's what happened. And then when you grow up, the big drama happens and you're like, oh, who's my friend now? Mm-hmm. And, but those bad friends, those bad relationships, I don't think you should have them around, because if someone doesn't match your feelings or match your happiness when you tell them something good, or match your sadness when you're telling them something really like heartbreaking, then you can tell right then and there how they really feel about you and about who you are.
Yeah. You hit it like right on the head. Mm-hmm. Like your friends, all like when, at least for our friend group, mm-hmm. If one person is hurting, we're all hurting. Yeah. When one person's extremely happy, we're all extremely happy mm-hmm. for that one person. Whatever, we're all winning. Mm-hmm. One person's win is all of our win. Yeah. We always expect each other to grow and prosper and do things. We're all in different fields. She has a business. She's a business owner. I have my career. Natalis is a DIFUS worker. Cecilia's a therapist. Julie's a nurse. Like, we're all striving in different careers, and we're all continuing to push each other on and on and on.
Yeah. And even our career sometimes gets in the way of, like, us even hanging out or anything, because there's times, like, honestly, I'd be like, girls, I'm balling on a budget. You know me, especially I'm a parent. I don't want to be going out sometimes to the clubs or anything, and I need to have friends that understand that. Just like you're a cop, so your schedule is very different from ours. Yeah. Sometimes I'm sleeping, you're awake, or Cecilia, she's giving people advice about their life all day long, and sometimes the last thing she wants to do is go out or talk about her feelings, or so sometimes there's a lot of that goes into like friendships. You have to understand where your friend is at that moment in their life.
Absolutely.
And like you said, if you don't understand that, then we shouldn't be friends. And I've had many friends like that where I'm moving on up, and even in college, I'm doing good. I'm striving, and I see some friends that are just back there. They're, getting in trouble or whatever the case may be. And I'm like, you know what? That's not a good look for me. Yeah. That little saying that, like, your grandparents would tell you, like, tell me who your friends are, or show me who your friends are, and I'll show you who you are. Yep.
Literally.
Like, I've read that in the Bible the other day, It said, your friend's face should match yours. And I'm like, oh. Wow. Eye-opener. Yeah, it hit deep because I'm like, that's so true, because, you need to have friends that are going to fight with you.
Yep. They're gonna mourn with you.
Yeah, or celebrate with you. Mm-hmm. Because that celebration, it's different when you have people there like on the sidelines, and not really like holding you up, like, yay.
Yep, girl. We all know. We all know. You want to know who your real friends are? Have a baby or get married. The freaking birds are gonna start flying away, and you're like, oh shit, I'm left with 2 friends. Well, I guess. Yeah. There you are.
Yep. So true.
But that's God doing you a favor as well. So. Yeah. And that, I wanted to say something, and I wrote it down too. There's going to be people that God places in your life that are simply there for a distraction. And He wants you to see if you're going to notice when to let go of that person. And I truly believe that. There's going to be people in your life that are there just for that season, and then they're gone.
Yeah. It's like, unfortunately, but like they say, the devil knows your weakness. So if you're yearning for love, if you're yearning for happiness, if you're, you want anything, materialistic things, it's going to mess with all of that. Yep. Because, hey, at the end of the day, who's the greater evil? Yeah. So if you care about a certain person and you really love them and you care about them, sometimes they'll stick in your life and they'll like, much more bad is gonna come out of that relationship than good.
Oh, exactly. So you definitely need to know when to let go.
Yeah, you have to, because if not, then it's just gonna be much more painful for you at the end of the day.
Yep. 100%.
Yeah.
And I think it's easier for us to, like, I mean, at least for me, like, I can cut off people like this.
Yeah.
But I can't cut off the people that I love. It's so hard for me where I'm like, yo, like, I was rooting for you. Like, I saw like, potential in you, and you just, like, you smacked me in my face, and I'm still there, like, should I forgive you? Should I give you one more chance? Yeah. And it's just like, no, there's not worth it. People are gonna always show you who they are.
Yeah, I've had, friendships where I've loved them dearly. I mean, be realistic, I still love them.
Mm-hmm. And that's the worst part. Yeah. Like, to this day, I tell people I don't have enemies. Yeah. I have people that no longer like me.
A lot.
And that's mainly on themselves.
Of course.
Because one thing people can never say is, I'll never talk about you behind your back. You'll know before I go and say something. Mm-hmm. Like, I've always been straight up.
Yeah.
But that's just, but it comes with growing up too. Yeah. I feel like.
And that part right there where you're saying, like, I don't have no bad feelings for you. Like, I could see you, walking down the street, and I'll say hi to you, but we're not going to be best friends again.
Yeah. And I still wish you well. I still wish that you prosper, and still, it's just, it wasn't our time, and it wasn't our season, and I wish you the best. Yeah. That's just how it is.
Yeah.
And that's another thing I wanted to hit on is outgrowing relationships.
Yeah.
You have those friendships where there was no bad blood at all. It was just, you outgrew each other.
Yeah.
And it was a season, and then you guys moved on.
Yeah.
And I have plenty of friends that I outgrew, and here and there, if I see them, I'll talk to them, have many conversations, and it's good to catch up, but they were just never meant to be in my life permanently.
Yeah. No, I get that, because, like, I've had, like I said, I've had a few friendships, but mainly one where, it wasn't really too much of bad blood. It was just like, you go your way and I go my way. And then, later on when we're adults, and maybe if we see, like, okay, it wasn't such a big deal.
Yeah.
We could be friends again, like, maybe we can try to build on what was never even a chance to create in
Absolutely.
a way. You know what I mean? Because there's a lot of friendships like that where, you're kids, and some stupid stuff happens or whatever, and it gets in the way. And as kids, we always feel like it's the end of the world as well. Always. Like when we're teenagers and stuff. So when you're an adult, you're like, okay, wait, that person wasn't so bad, and maybe that situation was really stupid. There's a lot of times where I've had that.
Yeah. And not only that, but, like, the perception that you have of people changes because
Always.
They change.
Yeah, because people change, and you're supposed to change.
And if you don't,
then that goes with the last question. You need to know when to let go of people, because you're supposed to change. I change every day.
Yeah.
People change every day. You learn every day. You grow. That's what life is about, to grow. And if you can't grow in this process, then you need to cut your ties. You need to cut people loose. Or figure out if you're the one not growing too.
Mm-hmm. And I was going to say, maybe it's you.
Yeah.
Like, if you find yourself constantly losing, like, friends after friends.
Yeah.
Then maybe it's something within you have to fix.
Yeah. It's that you don't validate friendships.
Yeah. You're not taking that effort. Or, like, maybe you're just taking and you're not reciprocating that action.
Yeah.
And it has to be friendship, relationships, everything. It has to be reciprocated. If I love you and I tell you I love you, and you're not always telling me it back, then I'm gonna be like, yo, like, you don't even love me. Like,
yeah, no, for sure. You gotta be like, wait, like, this is like a 50-50 kind of thing. It's a marriage. I married all 4 of my friends. 3. I add myself all the time. Anyways, but like, you guys are with me through it all, so definitely we have to give and take. Like, okay, I didn't text you, or you didn't text me, but one of us got to text each other.
Yeah.
One of us has to call.
Yeah.
And then from there, you jump into whatever it is, the next situation, like, okay, fine. I'm not going to tell you exactly how I feel on text, but the next time we see each other, it will be a little bit looser, or whatever the case may be.
I think that's why a lot of friendships fail, and relationships.
No communication.
Yeah. Or not even that, like, no one is willing to take their
yes,
pride. It's
the bigger
pride.
person.
Yeah, like sometimes you just gotta be like, you know what, F this. I love you too much to ruin whatever we have. I don't care if you want me to be wrong, I'll be wrong, even if I feel like I'm right. Like someone has to budge, and if one person's always budging, that's not good either. That just means the relationship is one-sided at that point.
You definitely hit a point though. Like, you know, you can't always agree to disagree with someone, and you have to learn when to do that. You know what I'm saying? And you can know that there's always two sides of the story. There's two people, so there's two different emotions.
Absolutely.
You know
and
what I mean?
none of them are wrong.
No, they're not. But then that comes with like, okay, fine. You didn't mean to hurt me. I didn't mean to hurt you. Like, let's work on it. Yeah. You know what I mean?
Let's just stop being petty and let's move on.
Yeah, but there's those friendships where, you know, it never gets there.
Oh yeah, or like you'll say your side and then they're like, well, I don't know what to tell you. Like you took it that way. If you took it that way, it is what it is. And it's like that's not how you fix anything.
No, that's not grown at all. That's really like that's kid-like stuff. Yeah. You know, that's like toddler stuff. Like, no, you did the bad stuff. It's your fault. That's you know, like no. We're adults.
Let's act
like it, you know? And even if we were kids, I understand all of that, but if we were kids, then hey, let me know, like don't fight about it. Yeah. Because I remember when we were younger, the solution was just to be aggressive with people or just act stupid.
I know. And then, why can't we just go back to kindergarten? Like, when you were mad at your best friend, you'd bring them a sticker, like, I'm sorry.
Yeah, or like a cookie or something. Or like those erasable, cool those erasers that smelled good and stuff, God. You know? Or like the slingy. You remember those things? Like, you be like, girl, look, my mom got me some cool glitter pencils. You want some?
Yeah, so now we both have some. Yes. Now we both winning.
Yeah, like we're cool. Like, boys are like suck. Yep. You know, like let's just color our fairies and leave it alone. But no, we grew up.
Yeah. I mean, and it's sad, but it's true. I feel like pride, unfortunately, demolishes a lot of friendships. Yeah. Or relationships in general. Yeah. So did you want to add anything before I move on to the next topic?
No, you can move on. If you're comfortable.
Oh yeah, I'm good. So I basically just wanted to talk a little bit about family, because family is a big one. Yeah. So obviously it would be when to know when to cut off family, because a lot of people don't even believe in cutting off people. Yeah. And like for me, I'm just like, if you're a toxic person, I don't care if we share blood. I'll keep it cordial. I mean, at the end of the day, you're family, but you're not gonna be in my everyday life, and you're not gonna be there for my milestones at the end of the day. And I feel like a lot of people struggle with that, because they're like, well, that's my cousin, so because she's my cousin, I have to let her punch me in my face, and then tomorrow we have to be best friends again. Like, no, absolutely not.
Definitely not. No one's punching me and talking to me after that. Let me tell you. No, definitely. So family is a little rough, because it depends who the family member is. It depends, like, once again, how that relationship has played out your whole life. I have family members that I love dearly but are toxic for me, so sometimes I have to separate myself from them. Then there's others where I can't, and I have to deal with the issues that are going on, and I have to be around. But because the relationship that I hold with that person, the reward is so much more greater with them, you know? Like, the success of that relationship is much more, I guess the percentage of success of that relationship is much greater than the one that isn't giving me anything at all, you know? Yeah. I've had, family members where, I mean, it's not bad blood, but I just don't talk to you anymore because we just don't share the same future, you know? And then there's family members where, unfortunately, I have to be there for them and I have to support them. But definitely, if it was like, let's say like a cousin or something. Yeah. I've had many cousins that, I mean, they're not in my everyday milestones at all.
And listen, that's...
but that's how it is. It doesn't mean that I'm not happy for them or they're not happy for me. I'm pretty sure they are. But it's like growing. You grow and they grow. And depending on the pace that you're going, you're not meeting each other at that at the same time, you know?
I think it's because they're family, we tend to give a lot of people a lot more chances to. I mean, at least for me, like, you know how my heart is.
Yeah,
I mean, like,
me too. Yeah.
I give you a gun, you try to shoot me, and you miss. It's okay. Take the gun back. Try again. Like, I'm retarded, you know?
You like to play, like, Russian roulette and crap. I don't like that.
How many times are you going to miss me before I'm like, all right, you might shoot me this time? Like, you know?
No, I definitely, I guess you're much more lenient than I am with that, because I have issues with that. Like, I feel like I said before, if you know my character, don't smack me.
Yeah. And I think I've learned that throughout the years.
Yeah.
Thank God, because
you know, like, if you know how I am, and you, like, I'm a very soft-spoken, humble person. Yeah, I can get loud, you know. Yeah, I can act crazy. But, like, if I'm saying something and you're not listening to me, I'm going to get it through to you.
Yeah.
And that's the last time you're going to hear it, because I'm not going to say it again, you know? I've had people have conversations that I'm not comfortable with in front of me, and I'm like, yo, either leave my house or check yourself.
Yeah.
But it's because you have to set boundaries, you know?
That's like a key, guys.
And you also have to know, too, that, you know, family is family, whoever they are. It's going to affect your life, but, you know, it's their, how can I say this in a better way? What I'm thinking, you know, it's their life. Yes, it's going to affect you, but it's people's decisions at the end of the day.
Yeah.
So if they crossed you, they chose to cross you, if they chose to keep hurting you over and over again, then believe what they're choosing.
Yep. You make your bed, you lie in it.
Simple as that.
So simple.
Simple.
You're going to... Oh, go ahead.
No, I was going to say, you eat the fruit of your own labor. You know what I'm saying?
Absolutely. Literally, if you are going to go and do something that you know is going to hurt the other person intentionally, then by all means, you deserve whatever it is to come. And I think that's like, I feel like friendship is so easy to maintain as long as both sides are doing their parts on it. And it's so sad that so many people nowadays are like, I got like 2 friends.
Yeah.
Real friends. Yeah. And then I have like all these fake friends. And I'm just like, what?
Yeah.
So you're going to keep on like watering dead plants. So you're just going to keep on like giving things to people that are not giving things back. You're not getting the same energy that you're putting into that friendship. Why continue? It's so draining. It's like relationships, because everybody is, I feel like when people talk about relationships, they always like, oh, now it clicks, right?
Yeah.
So if you have a man who you're constantly doing things for and he's not reciprocating that love, girls, unfortunately, we tend to give men more dedication, more lenient, more dedication. Yeah. So we're gonna keep on doing it, but there's gonna be a time where that girl's gonna wake the fuck up and she's gonna be like, let me get my stuff and go. And then that man's gonna be like, oh wait, what happened? You know, stop pouring into a cup when you're empty. Because how am I gonna give you water when I don't even got water?
You're not giving it back to me.
Yeah, like stop leaving yourself on empty. Yeah. Literally.
Yeah.
Stop watering dead flowers.
The energy should be recycled.
Literally.
You know what I'm saying? Like, it should be that whole little recycle circle that they got going on, the triangle. It should be that. Like, keep going. If I'm feeding you, you eventually should feed me. And that comes with appreciation.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
And you said feeding, and stop biting the hand that feeds you. Yo, I can't. Oh my God. I got to say that again. Stop biting the hand that feeds you. Because I know so many people. I've been bit so many times when I fed people, when I gave them a house, a room to sleep in. I would sleep on my floor while they were on my bed. I'd give people everything. I can't say things.
I agree with you 100% on that one. I think we've both been in the same boat.
Like,
you know?
And you know what? You know what the sad part is? I'll never ever throw anything in anyone's face. And
no,
you should never. You should never, because that makes you a better person.
Yeah, you shouldn't, you know, do anything like that. Just know that God saw everything you did for that person. Mm-hmm. And it wasn't your decision to mess it up. They did.
100%. And you have to continue to be like, all right, well, this person didn't appreciate it. So now when I have a new friend or my old friends,
exactly,
I just give.
You can't take out what that person did out on someone else. Absolutely. It has to be like a clean slate. Exactly with relationships, but a lot of people don't do that. A lot of, I'm sorry, but a lot of y'all, I gotta say y'all.
Y'all.
A lot of y'all
are bitter.
Y'all bringing in that energy from the last relationship, not trying to grow. And you really have to with friendships, you know, family members, with everyone. You have to grow. Everyone's different. So, like I said, if y'all growing, then it works.
Yeah.
If you're not, then it's not.
Yep. And others, and you made a big point too, and I want to bring it back to like relationships.
Yeah.
Just because your man or your girl cheated on you and you have a new relationship, doesn't mean that this person's going to cheat on you.
Definitely not.
He shouldn't have to pay for his mistakes, or she shouldn't have to pay for her mistakes.
No.
It's
definitely
a clean slate.
Clean slate.
And I think that's something, again, you have to communicate and let them know, hey, listen, I've been cheated on.
Yeah.
I'm struggling. I understand I have to trust you 100%, but it's something I'm struggling with. Can we talk? Can you make sure that, can you give me some reassurance maybe? Whatever it is, whatever you're feeling, you should be able to say to that person.
Definitely. Everything should be a clean slate. I mean, that it says that, sorry to reflect on the Bible so much, but I be reading it, you know?
Girl, you could talk about whatever on the podcast.
No, but you know, it says that every day is a new day. So why have that stuck? You know, why be stuck to where you're thinking like, oh, this is going to last forever like this? No, every day is a new day. So treat everyone who you meet new. And even if, okay, let's say there's a relationship that failed, you know, because we kind of talked about that, like relationships that aren't good. If later on down the line, you know, you both understand what went wrong, then fine, grow up. It's new. Yeah. Take it from there.
Absolutely. You know? I agree too. I feel like a lot of people, like, they struggle with that as well.
Like, you know, I met Marcus when I was like 16, you know, and like, we both weren't ready for a relationship. Yeah. You know what I'm saying? Definitely not.
And look at y'all now.
And now we have a child together, you know, and we're working towards so much together, you know?
And you guys are growing. And again, you guys were 16, and what you did and your mindset at 16 is completely different at 25.
And I'm so happy that when I met him again, I always say when we met again, you know, when I was 19, it was better because we both experienced relationships, and we both experienced bad relationships that we were just like, no, this one, we're going to literally lay out everything on the table. And he laid out his issues and I laid out mine. And look, we worked every day towards them, you know what I mean? And every day there's a new one too, because, you know, we added a whole nother person in that. So,
and life is going to continue to keep throwing obstacles, and that's okay. But that's why you have to communicate.
Exactly.
So, I mean, listen, the last thing I want to leave off on with everyone is to manifest what you want in life. So if you want good friends, be a good friend.
Yeah.
If you want the best relationship ever, then you yourself have to be great in a relationship, because it works hand in hand. And listen, if you think you can be getting all these good stuff and then you just being a shitty person, it's going to come back to you. Karma always gets you no matter what.
Well, yeah, because you can't go around throwing salt on slugs and expect there to be slugs. Yeah. I'm sorry. I know that sounds so stupid, but I feel like that's just something like, you know what I'm saying? Something so careless right there. Like we see a slug and we just kill it.
Yeah. 100%.
Or ants. We see them when we kill it. You can't expect there to be bees if we killing all the bees, you know? Yep. So you definitely have to water each other. Don't be out here trying to, you know, they say plants, right? When they're dead, you're supposed to pluck the bad leaves. Yep. And you're supposed to cut them from the root, like from the stem. That doesn't mean that you cut them halfway and try to see if it grows back. Yep. No, it's going to poison the whole plant.
Mm-hmm. That's a real good analogy.
Yeah, you really have to, you know, and if someone's really quick to not work something out, then that just means they don't value that relationship. And you really got to know when to value, appreciate, and love. You got to be open to love.
Spread love, guys. Spread love, not drama.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. You said
Definitely.
You said it great. Damn, you triggered something in my mind that I was going to say, and I just forgot.
Was it the plants?
It was
the plants.
No, you said, damn. It was something what did you say before, after the plants?
The slugs?
You said that before, girl. Whatever. I guess if I remember, it wasn't that important. Whatever. It was important, though. It was a good, important key. Oh, I remember. If someone is so quick to cut you off, then they don't value you enough.
No.
I feel like.
Yeah.
Because, again, like, if you had one argument with your friend, and then they just like, you know what, screw you, F you, and then that's it. Damn, they didn't value your friendship.
No, definitely not. You're like, well, all right.
Like, sis, all I said was that your hair needed to get brushed. Like, it wasn't that serious.
You know? Or if they, like, quick to, like, mess something up for you. Like, damn.
Mm-hmm. Or, yeah, if you're like, oh, like, I got a promotion at my job, and they're like, then they're like, oh, well, you could have got better. Like, what?
Be happy for me. You know? Like, even starting my business, I've had people be like, why?
I'm like,
why not?
Like, why not? Why are you nosy?
Why you not supporting?
Well, you broke, bro.
That stimmy didn't hit yet. No, and even before COVID, I had my business open, which people don't even know that. You know what I mean? So even before all of this, like, whys, because there's a lot of whys now, there's a lot of worries now. But even before, people just asking why, or are you sure? You don't want a big girl job? Like, what does that mean?
What you mean that is a big girl job? That's my degree. You're using your degree. A lot of people don't use their degree. So I would have been like, yeah, joke's on you.
Yeah. Like, I'm trying to build something for myself.
Mm-hmm. And I'm doing it all by myself with a kid, because mommy job stays 24 hours.
There's no breaks.
Yeah, like
none. No mental really breaks sometimes. Like, you got to give yourself that one. Like, once they go to sleep, that's when you take a shower. That's your mental break. Real. You know what I'm saying? But, friendships, they should understand those.
Yeah, they should be happy. They should cheer for you when something good is going on, and they should always be there for you no matter what. And if they're not, then you need to start questioning who that person is and if they really need to be in your life.
Most definitely.
Because if they're only there to party and then they leave and they're not there for you when you need them, then chances are they're just an acquaintance. They're not friends.
Yeah, I have a lot of acquaintances.
Yeah, I used to too, but I feel like I don't really party as much anymore.
Oh, I don't party at all?
Yeah, no, girl, we know.
If y'all see me out, it's because I have a babysitter. It's a good night. Turning up.
Everyone's outside has been closed for 2 years. Brooklyn's outside has been closed for what?
4
years?
And counting.
No, I joke around. She still has fun, guys. We make sure to still do like brunches and
but it's very selective. I am so selective with my timing, and thank God that I have friends that understand that, because there's some friends that I'm like, oh, I can't make it, and they're like, like, I've had friends, they're just looking at me like, what?
Why?
Yeah, and I'm like,
You seen the reel?
Because I have a child?
Yeah, I was going to say, did you see the reel where they're like, so just bring your son? You're like, you really want me to bring him? You really want me to bring him? Like,
leave his ass at home. He have enough playing to do.
Yeah, I'll be dying.
But thank God I have friends, that understand that. And then, sometimes they're like, oh, come over with him. And I'm like,
But he does come over.
Yeah, he does.
He beats my snowman up sometimes for Christmas.
He's rough.
Or he makes me watch Fortnite with him. Yeah. Like yesterday.
Yeah, he'd be rough.
No, but hey, you have the love that a lot of us can't relate to.
Yeah, but eventually, hopefully one day everyone else can relate. And, hey, if you don't, you don't. If you do, you do. It's just love, when you guys have a good friendship and you guys love each other, you should be able to relate with anything. Yeah. We don't experience the same things, but if I'm crying, I look at you, you're crying, Natalis is crying, Cecilia's crying.
We all hurt.
Really, everyone's sad because, it's something that's emotionally triggering us. Or if we're happy, everyone around us should be happy too, So, it's all come with understanding. You have to understand your friends, and you also can't, like you said before, bite the hand that feeds you, you know, and you got to water each other. And, you know, there's times where I'm feeling bad about myself or even like about my motherhood. And I have my friends like, you're such a great mom. You're the best. And
Literally.
I'm like, really? I don't feel it.
You are.
No, but, you know, we, as mothers,
your
you doubt,
moments.
yeah, you have your moments. You doubt yourself. But it's always good to have friends that, you know, like I said, you guys haven't experienced it, but you still give me that love that I need.
Yep. And friends are supposed to lift you up even when you can't lift
even when
yourself.
you're down. You know, no one should be still kicking you. That's cruel. You know, that's cruel.
Yeah, for sure. I think that's a great thing. Overall, I think that relationship, friendships, family, you need to know when they're toxic and when to leave.
Yeah.
And you need to know when to value them and appreciate them as much as, you should be. And if you have those friendships, take a moment to look at them and, yo, thank you. Thank you for being that friend that they were talking about in the podcast,
Yeah.
and loving me. Or be like, oh shit, no wonder why. Now I know why. Like, that person's always there just to party and not there when I need a shoulder to cry on,
Yeah.
And it's reality, and everyone goes through it. It's okay for you to cut off people that don't no longer serve a purpose.
Yep.
And just keep continuing to grow. I'm sure you're gonna meet other people along the way. Just understand
a lot of people.
Yeah. Understand which category that they fit in and where you want them to fit in.
Definitely. Yeah, there's chapters in life and there's seasons like that. All of that is real.
Yep.
So, just know when that season is over.
Yep.
Because it gets over, and it gets over fast. Me having a kid, a lot of seasons stopped for me, So, and I had to choose wisely on what friends are going to go to the next chapter with me.
Yep.
Because even when I was pregnant, I got mad at you guys, like I said before.
We don't talk about that.
I know. Sorry.
No, I'm kidding.
She
was just hormonal, guys.
I was hormonal.
She was kidding.
But, I didn't talk to you guys for like 3 months, and that was like super hurtful for all of us.
Yeah.
And then
we also knew at the same time, because the moment you texted us, we were like, we knew. We were just waiting for you to.
Yeah.
We just didn't want to get sties, so we made you come to us.
Exactly. And then, we just kept it moving.
Yeah.
Exactly.
Absolutely.
I didn't like hold nothing against you guys. So that's really what it is.
Yeah.
Keep it moving. It's life goes on. The days go on. The sun and the moon, they go on. And you stuck.
For real.
Don't be stuck.
All right. You have any other things before we end it?
No, I think I babbled enough.
No, you did good. You did really good.
So?
Yeah.
I hope so. I hope everyone listening and watching enjoyed our
episode.
Yeah.
Yeah. So we hope that you guys were tuning in and you guys got some information and just was serviced with love as always. Please, if you are watching on YouTube, like, subscribe, and turn on that notification bell, because it notifies you right away when I post a new episode. And if you're listening on Apple or any platform in general, make sure you download and subscribe to our podcast. And until then, we will see you. Bye, guys.
Bye. Thank you for having me.